What's up, you guys, and welcome to the channel. My name is Amanda Marie, and over here I love to discuss all things fragrance. So if you're into smelling good, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload a video and you don't miss out. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my top 10 vanilla fragrances. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to come up with 10 vanilla forward fragrances, but I scraped them together. Okay, I whipped them up and I came up with 10, and I think they are fabulous options if you are in the market for the pure essence of a vanilla. Maybe I should speak for myself, but whenever I hear the word vanilla in a fragrance, right, I'm looking at the notes and I see there's vanilla there. Sometimes my mind has a tendency to go off into a gourmand type of smell, and that's not necessarily true, because if you really knew the true essence of a vanilla fragrance, you would know that it doesn't smell gourmand at all. And when I say gourmand, I mean something edible, okay? Something sweet, something that you would eat or drink. That is a gourmand. But the true essence of a vanilla is very much raw. It's more of an extrait, okay? It's very resinous. It's very aromatic. It has a lot of depth. It can be very dense and thick, okay? Not sweet, gourmand, cakey. When the vanilla turns into a gourmand, it's usually because the perfumer will add other notes to the fragrance to create that gourmand effect, okay, or that gourmand smell. And I feel really good about the 10 that I picked here. Again, they are not gourmand, but they are very heavy on the vanilla. One is probably a gourmand, I'm not gonna lie. It falls under the gourmand category. But most of them are spicy, are aromatic, they are woody, they're gorgeous, okay? We're just gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Okay, the first one that I have here is actually fairly new to the collection. This is from the house of Guerlain, and this is called Vanille Planifolia Extrait 21, and it is a gorgeous vanilla scent. You know, the interesting thing for me, my experience with vanilla, and it's probably just my skin chemistry, my pH, the fact that I moisturize a lot, it could be a lot of those factors playing into this, but vanilla, true extrait vanilla, goes into like a gourmand on my skin after about 2 to 3 hours of wear. I think that is very interesting. It does not stay linear. It doesn't stay the same after I've sprayed it. It just gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter on my skin. So that's been my experience with this fragrance. I've only had this fragrance now for probably about a good 2 or 3 weeks, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is an Extrait de Parfum. It's 30% Parfum. You don't need a lot with this. You really don't. The first time I wore it, like a full day's wear, I think I went in with like 30 sprays. Not thinking and realizing that this is an extrait and I don't need to do that. Really, all you need is about 3 or 4 sprays, maybe 5 tops. I'm a heavy sprayer. What can I say? I love a good spray down, okay? But in this fragrance, you're going to get vanilla, of course. You're going to get spices, openox, amber, and musk. So it is very aromatic. It is very resinous. You get that openox, and I think the openox really adds to that vanillic or vanilla smell that you get from this fragrance. That amber in the fragrance makes it very warm, and that's another thing. Once the fragrance has sit on my skin for about 30 minutes, it starts to warm up, and I feel like it changes the way it smells on my skin, and it just gets sweeter. That has been my experience with Vanille Planifolia by Guerlain. It just gets sweeter, not cakey, but just sweet. You know what I mean? I think this is a gorgeous scent, and if you don't mind spending a large amount of money on a fragrance, I would highly recommend this to you. Okay, so this next one is one that I haven't talked about in a really long time, and I just think the bottle is so cute. Like, the bottle is a total flex, really it is. I've never seen a bottle like this before, and I think it is so much fun. This is from Moncler. This is called Moncler Parfum, and I can't remember when I bought this. I know I've had it for over a year now. This is more of a wintertime fragrance for me. I mean, in actuality, I'm gonna just turn this off because it could probably get a little distracting. It just has this very warm, cozy feel that I get when it's cold outside. So this is my wintertime scent, and y'all, you can see it's gonna take me a while to even put a dent in this bottle. Let me show you how big the bottle is. Oh wait, how do I get this out? Oh, squeeze the bottoms if you have this bottle. Look how big this bottle is. It's gonna take forever in a day to even make a dent in this bottle. So that's why it's still full. It's huge, okay? But in this fragrance, you have notes of powder, you have snow. I don't know how they are able to put snow in a fragrance, but that's cute. Bergamot, heliotrope, jasmine, vanilla, sandalwood, cedar, and amber. You know, when I smell this, it takes me back to the 90s. This fragrance has a 90s type of feel to it, and I don't know if a lot of people are gonna understand what I'm saying, especially if you wasn't born in the 90s. You really not gonna know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? So I think only people that experience the 90s will get what I'm saying, but it has an old school vibe to it. This is very powdery, very vanillic. The vanilla is a little brighter in this fragrance. I would assume if it's gonna mimic snow, it should have some brightness to it, unless it's dirty snow, and I don't like that kind of snow, okay? I like my snow to be white, okay? But it does have this very light, airy, crisp, powdery vanilla smell to it. And it just reminds me of the 90s. It reminds me of the type of fragrances that they were making in the 90s, okay? Not that kind of vintagey, old lady type of smell. And not necessarily modern, okay? Not necessarily, you know, what we're getting right now. It's a, how can I say this? It's a vibe. It's hard for me to really explain it to you, again, unless you grew up in the 90s, then you know what I'm talking about. But it has a 90s feel to it, and I love it, okay? I grew up in the 90s. I'm very nostalgic in that way. I love old school hip-hop, old school R&B. So when I smell this, it's very reminiscent of, you know, back in the day, the 99s, okay? And I love it for that. I also love it for the vanilla. It's an easy grab, easy wear, nothing to think about. This is a fragrance that you can wear to work, you can wear to class, school. It's non-offensive. Trust me, nobody will say anything to you. It is that type of scent, okay? Easy, easy, easy. So again, this is Moncler Parfum. I don't even know why I'm playing with it. I feel like I'm trying to hold on to it because I'm not in the market to buy another bottle right now. So I think that's why I'm trying to hold on to the last little bit that I have. But this is Gentle Fluidity Gold from Maison Francis Kirk de Jean. As you guys can see, the dent is denting. I love this fragrance for so many reasons. It's super feminine, and my God, today the vanilla is everything. If you have Gentle Fluidity Gold, you already know what this fragrance is giving, okay? It's giving life. She's sweet, she's feminine, she's fruity, she's a little woody. She's just that girl. Like, she is that girl, and I love her to death. I just need to go ahead and finish it out. I'm just gonna miss it so much. Oh my God. And I don't want to spend $200 on another bottle. Even this little bottle, I got it from the Maison Francis Kirk de Jean website. Listen, I want to say almost 2 years ago, you could get these fragrances off the website for the prices that they were in Europe, in Paris, which is a little cheaper than in the States, okay? And the girls was racking up. I'm telling you, I even jumped on it before MFK caught on and they changed the prices. So I mean, you might as well just go to Neiman Marcus, girl, or Saks and pick you up a bottle, because buying it online, more than likely, it's probably going to cost you a little bit more, especially with the shipping. I don't know what the shipping is like for overseas. I don't know. I haven't bought anything overseas in a while, so I don't know. But this little bottle ran me close to, I probably want to say like 180 at the time, maybe 175, something like that. In the States, you're going to pay close to $200 for this. So y'all see why I'm holding on to it, girl, because I'm being cheap and I don't want to spend another $2 on a bottle right now. Like, no. And plus I have another fragrance that I'm going to tell you guys about. That's not a dupe, but it gets me really close to Gentle Fluidity Gold. Hold on. Gold Bold by Commodity. Now, in this fragrance, you have notes of amber, vanilla, sandalwood, ISO-E Super, saffron, patchouli, nutmeg, and vanilla. There's two. Vanilla is listed twice in this fragrance. There is no note of juniper berry, but I feel like there is something fruity in this fragrance when I smell it. I'm just going to spray a little bit on me. I want to say, this is pretty. This one is definitely a little bit more earthier and a little bit more woodier, and more than likely is from the patchouli. This one could also come off a little bit more spicy because of the nutmeg, but it still kind of puts me in the frame of mind of Gentle Fluidity Gold, but just stronger, okay? And I love this fragrance. I love it. So more than likely when I run out of the Gentle Fluidity Gold, I'm going to start working on this. I have a little bit of a dent. You really can't see it from the video, but I have a slight dent in this one already. I love to wear this one all year round. I think it's perfect for summer. I think it's perfect for winter for sure because of the patchouli and the spicy notes. And I feel like I can get away with wearing this in the summertime, probably in the evening, like if I'm going to an event or I'm going to dinner or something like that, dressed up, dressy, because this does give me a bit of a sophisticated, you know, a slightly mature, elevated vibe, you know. I wouldn't necessarily say you have to be dressed up when you're wearing this fragrance. Hell, you don't have to be dressed up to wear any fragrance. You can do what you do, okay? But if you are, you know, dressing up for the evening and you want to spray something on that's a little classy and you love Gentle Fluidity Gold, try Bold Gold. Gold Bold by Commodity. This next one is one I definitely need to wear more often. I don't know why I don't wear or pull for this fragrance as much, because I was very intentional when I went out and purchased this fragrance. I love it for the amber, and amber is another note that I feel like comes off smelling very vanillic, okay? So if you're ever listening to other fragrance reviewers and they use the term like ambery, vanillic amber, then that's what they mean when they say that amber smells vanillic, because it can, okay? I'm talking about none other than Grand Soir from Maison Francis Kirk de Jean. I don't know when or where I was when I fell in love with this fragrance. I feel like I got a sample of this fragrance and I fell in love with it, and I decided to buy me a full-size bottle. But as you guys can see, I've not been wearing it much. I feel like this is a fragrance where I have to be super, super intentional when I wear it. I have to be in like an open space. I can't be in an area where I'm gonna be like shoulder to shoulder with people. It's gonna be crowded. Everybody's gonna be on top of each other. Like the movies, like I would not necessarily wear this to the movies because it's just too close for comfort. So again, I have to be very intentional when I decide to wear this fragrance, but I think this fragrance is really, really gorgeous. I do want to say this. I think this fragrance will come off a little masculine for some people. I love wearing fragrances that most people would consider masculine. That's just been a part of my scent profile. You guys know me. I love fragrances that walk that line between feminine and masculine. And a lot of my fragrances actually lean more masculine, surprisingly. But in this fragrance, you have notes of amber, vanilla, benzoin, tonka, labdanum, and lavender. This fragrance is going to be very earthy, okay? That labdanum has a bit of a leathery type of smell to it. You could probably mistake it for patchouli too. It's a little earthy. The benzoin is another resin which I feel adds to that vanilla smell in this fragrance. It smells super over the top vanilla, okay, like a vanilla extract. Like, I know this is not an extract, but it performs as one, okay, if I'm making sense, which means you don't need a lot of this, okay? You do not need to overspray this fragrance because you will choke somebody out. But when I smell this fragrance, I smell that vanilla just coming through, okay? When I smell this, I smell a rich, ambery, spicy, leathery vanilla. Okay, that's what I get. Therefore, a lot of people would probably say this smells masculine. And I bet you if you are a man and you are into fragrances, you more than likely have this fragrance in your collection. I would not doubt it. But I love it, and I need to be wearing it more often because, girl, what? It is a full-size bottle. Full size. You know what? I'm actually going to spray a little bit on right now and just wear it around the house and try to figure out when can I wear it. Oh my God. I smell that, wow. When I spray this, I smell the lavender instantly. That could probably be the reason why I don't pull for this fragrance that much, because I'm not a big fan of lavender. So we're gonna have to see. Hopefully that lavender is very fleeting, okay? Now it makes sense. But even now as it's drying down, I'm just pulling that leathery, aromatic, leathery, rich vanilla, okay, in this fragrance. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the lavender is really turning me off that much, to be honest with you, because it's starting to fade right now. So yay, okay, yay. But yeah, I definitely want to wear this more often. But this is a beautiful vanilla scent. Again, it's called Grand Soir by Maison Francis Kurt de Jean. Okay, this next fragrance is from the house of Burberry, and it is called Burberry Goddess. I did go smell this fragrance when it first launched, and I wasn't mad at this fragrance. It didn't move me enough to want to buy it at that time. I knew somewhere down the road I was going to pick it up for myself because I actually like it. And I was surprised because I have a love-hate thing with Burberry fragrances. I don't dig a lot of Burberry scents. I will just be honest with you. But this fragrance was gifted to me by the brand, and I'm not gonna lie, I was really happy because it was already on my list for me to buy, and so I saved some coins. But this is a really pretty fragrance. If you're the type of person that really enjoys a super over-the-top feminine fragrance, you need Burberry Goddess. The vanilla is so pretty in here. I'm just going to spray a little bit. Man, now this kind of almost teeter-tots on a Germain, in my opinion. because it's super sweet, right? And I get that vanilla. The vanilla is coming off extremely sweet. When I sampled this fragrance for the first time at Ulta, I didn't fall in love with it at first sniff. I thought it was a beautiful scent. I thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind adding this one to the collection at some point. But when I got to the car and I got out in the heat, I swear the fragrance just expanded past arm's length. I know people could smell me all around. This fragrance has a throw. Do you hear me? It has the best sillage ever of any Burberry fragrance I have ever smelled. I'm the type of person that is not into spending a lot on fragrances, but you're looking for something that smells very high-end, and it smells expensive, it smells feminine, it smells sophisticated, something you can wear anytime, and you love a good vanilla. Burberry Goddess is the one for you. This is the one for you, I'm telling you. I love this fragrance. I love it. I was going to end up getting it anyway, so I got lucky. I'm not going to even hold you guys. I'm not going to talk about it for too long. But this is Vanilla 28 from Kayali, and this is a beautiful vanilla with brown sugar. It may have a little bit of a resinous type of feel to it too. I also want to bring something up too before I go on to the next fragrance. Whenever you see that your fragrance has turned brown, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's turned, that it's gotten old. It could very well be the vanilla, because vanilla oxidizes with light, probably the temperature of the room, and when it does that, it has a tendency to turn like a dark brown. I love when fragrances do this, because for me it just means that that thing has been cooking and it is just going to bang when I put it on. So I don't mind a little oxidizing, I don't mind a little maceration with my fragrances. I feel like it just makes the fragrance better with time. So yeah, I don't think I really need to go into detail with this, do I? I think we all know what this is at this point. Vanilla 28 by Kayali. We have Amber Vanilla by the 7 Virtues. And in this fragrance, you're going to have notes of pink pepper, carnation, lily of the valley, ambroxan, iso-e super, vanilla, and musk. You know, when I hear those notes and when I see the notes, especially the pink pepper and carnation, I'm thinking like super heady, spicy. I see ambroxan, so it may be a little woody. I see the iso-e super, which comes off smelling like a woody note to most people, but ambroxan and iso-e super are both synthetic notes that are added to fragrance to create a woody type of smell, or maybe like a skin scent type of smell. So when I read the notes, I was a bit confused. And then when I smelled the fragrance, I was like, oh, okay. 7 Virtues. Yeah, y'all did that. This is so good. I am not like, I know what I'm about to say is going to sound weird coming out of my mouth, because I am into hair and makeup and all that. But I'm not necessarily your over-the-top girly girl, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. I love makeup, I love hair, I love nails, I love all the things that the girls do. But when it comes to fragrances, I'm not into those really extreme girly scents, okay? Maybe because I'm older, maybe that's it. I don't know. But for some reason, when I smell this, I turn into the biggest girly girl. This fragrance makes me feel super girly, super girly. It just smells so beautiful. Like, this is something that, you know, see, I'm about to do something girly. I'm about to say something girly. If I was going to get married, this would be something I would wear on my wedding day. Oh my God, it sounds so girly. Super girly, okay? But it would be, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this is what I would want to smell like on my wedding day, okay? Just, I can see it just going with the dress, going with the decor. I don't know. But when I smell this, I see myself in a wedding dress. I ain't even gonna lie. And it's maybe that's why I don't wear it that much. It smells like literally the best of both worlds for me. Girly, but also a musky type of skin scent. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I love the carnation in this fragrance. It does not come off like a heady floral. I want to say there's Lily of the Valley. Yes, it's not over the top heady floral, and I think that's another reason why I like it, because those heady florals, girl, get on my nerves. Like, I can't do them. But I absolutely adore this fragrance. I adore it. This will make the perfect summertime scent. Okay, I can just see myself. Here I go spraying it again. Oh my God, I need to spray a little bit on me. Oh yes. Oh, it's so pretty. I can see myself wearing this all summer. This may very well be my signature summer scent this year. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's so freaking pretty. There's a bit of sexiness to this fragrance as well. It's kind of hard to explain. It could be the ambroxan. I think ambroxan is very, very sexy, and that's probably what it is. I don't know. Again, this is Amber Vanilla by the Seven Virtues. Next up, we have a fragrance called Ani by Nishane. This is one of the most beautiful vanilla fragrances I have in my collection. I have talked about this fragrance before, and it is absolutely beautiful. I think it is the perfect like unisex fragrance, so you could wear it, your man could wear it, vice versa. Okay, anybody can wear this fragrance. I think it would smell good on everyone. Okay, this opens up with a bright, kind of zesty, citrusy type of vibe. It then goes into this warm, cozy, spicy vanilla. And I swear, the sillage on this thing is amazing. People can smell me from across the table. I wore this on a day date one time, and he was like, "What do you have on?" And I said, "It's called Ani." And he said, "Oh my God, you smell so delicious. You smell so good." I was like, "Thank you." Needless to say, I don't see him anymore. But it was, I know it wasn't my perfume, okay? I know it wasn't that. But this is a beautiful scent, okay? Beautiful. And you know, no, it doesn't. I was going to say it could lean a little gourmand, but no, I'm not going to say that because that wouldn't be true. It's a warm, sweet, it's a warm, semi-sweet, bright, soft, spicy vanilla. That's what this is. And I love it. This is a fragrance that I actually would consider adding to my collection. And I probably will not say that about any other black opium fragrance. And right now I only have it in a travel size. This is YSL's, is it gonna focus? Is it too? Here we go. This is Black Opium by YSL, and this is the Lily Parfum. This is probably going to be the only time you will ever hear me say that I would purchase a full-size bottle of Black Opium. I do own a full-size bottle of Black Opium. I have the Black Opium Intense, but I really should have got the Lily Parfum. But of course, you know, they did that old mess where they brought out the Lily Parfum after the Intense, right? So that's why I have this in a travel size. But I really do like this fragrance. In this fragrance, you have 3 mentions of vanilla. Madagascar Vanilla, you have Vanilla Absolute, and then you have Bourbon Vanilla. You also have what the fragrance is known for, Coffee Vanilla Orchid. I want to talk about Vanilla Orchid too. Anytime you run, well, for me, my experience with Vanilla Orchid is a very extreme sweet vanilla. So there's a lot of vanilla going on in this fragrance. You also have patchouli, you have some cinnamon, you have solar notes, jasmine, orange blossom, mandarin, and pear. I'm not going to spray this because I want to make this last. But this has to be the best opium out there, okay? I don't like any of the other opiums. I barely like the intense version. But I love the Parfum. It is just, it's the best black opium out there. Y'all can fight me in the comments, okay, if y'all want to. Come on. But I'm telling you, the other opiums have nothing on the Parfum. They just don't. Especially if you are a vanilla girly, you will want this fragrance. It does put me in the frame of mind of Burberry Goddess a little bit. I don't know why. But probably because it's so heavy on the vanilla. And Burberry Goddess is heavy on the vanilla too. I don't think I mentioned how much vanilla was in that fragrance. There's like vanilla caviar, vanilla. Like there's a lot of vanilla in the Burberry Goddess. And in the black opium, and also in the black opium Parfum. So I see myself, if I have a little extra cash laying around, or maybe I got some points at Sephora that I can use, I see myself picking this up. I really do. Again, this is Black Opium Parfum by YSL. I've been talking about this fragrance for the last, I don't know, umpteenth months. I don't know. I probably at this point mention it in every video that I've done lately because I love it that much. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna talk about it that long. But it is 34 Boulevard Saint Germain by Diptyque. Surprise, surprise. I love this fragrance. Now, a lot of people would say this is gonna lean masculine. I would agree. It's very earthy, a little green, a little resinous. Some people may say it comes off a little leathery, but it is smooth. It's also very powdery too. But once you get past all those heavy hitter notes, you get the most gorgeous vanilla you would ever want to smell, okay? You would ever want to smell. I think why I love this fragrance so much is because it gives me everything that I would like in a fragrance. Those earthy, spicy notes, but then I get this beautiful, soft, delicate vanilla. Over the hill in love with this fragrance. I don't know why my dent isn't denting, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not trying to rush and empty this bottle. I'm gonna enjoy every last single drop of this fragrance because I love it. It's a top 10 for life for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I can see myself repurchasing this fragrance over and over again because I just love it that much. But if you like a vanilla with a kick, okay, then you will love 34 Boulevard Saint Germain by Diptyque. Those are my top 10 vanilla fragrances. Comment down below and let me know, what are your favorite vanilla fragrances? I would love to hear from you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be notified each and every time I upload. I hope you guys are having a pleasant day and I hope you are smelling good doing it. I will see you in the next video. Bye.